Hello, welcome to my video talking about banners and some speculations for the future. I'm not gonna lie, this video is probably gonna be all over the place because I don't really have a script for this, but I still want to talk about this and vent out some thoughts and ideas that have been perhaps all over the place, but that I genuinely want to hear y'all's opinions on and what do you guys think about it as well. And it is mainly that the fact that in this patch in 2.5 we got the facial banner and Kafka banner, the Black Swan banner, and the Robin banner. We got a quadruple banner, which in my opinion was absolutely insane, right? Because at this point, we knew that the double banners were still going by way too quickly. Like we were receiving an influx of new characters in Star Rail because every single patch we would be getting two new 5 stars, and sometimes if Hoyoverse was kind, we would be getting a 4 star as well. That being said, like it appears like that trend is stopping? Question mark? Because we like last time in the drip marketing, which usually tells you what the new characters are gonna be, Rappa got announced and nobody else. And that is something that I am very thankful for. But at the same time, I don't know why. I can't shake this feeling that there's gonna be something else there. Just mark my words. There's gonna be something else because it feels so empty to only have a singular 5 star being dropped. That being said, the quadruple banner might be the reason why we're only getting a single character, not to mention the fact that in lore it would make no sense for us to get another second 5 star for the next patch, because at this point getting Rappa and a character that we know of as a Galaxy Ranger but nothing else is already gonna be pretty hard to sell banners for. I feel, even though her design looks really cool, I feel like not knowing a character gives you less desires and willingness to go for them. At least that is just what I'm thinking. Unless they're like super meta, then everybody's gonna wail for her. But yeah, I mean, it is my belief that the next character after Rappa should be one that we actually know of. Either that, or we're gonna be introduced to them within the Rappa storyline, which should be happening in Penacony. So depending on what happens there, we might be getting like next rim marketing. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping that we meet other people, but I want Sunday. I really want to have Sunday in a team, and I'm really hoping that he is a Nihility character because I want more Nihility men for my teams. Because at this point, I like every time I say I am a Nihility main, that I love the path of Nihility, people just tend to be like, "Oh, so you like the mummies?" I'm like, "No, I like the playstyle. Genuinely speaking, I love to just apply 1,000 damages over time or 1,000 defense debuffs." But everyone's like, "Nah, it's the path of the mummies. You must love those characters." I'm like, "Nah, set me free from this place." But regardless, that's that's not necessarily the only characters that we could also be potentially getting. Mainly because there are other named characters that have been getting teased. These ones in particular being Tingyun, who in the Wardens event, we not the Wardens event, in the 2.5 patch, we learned that she's alive, which is absolutely insane. I genuinely like that one caught me by surprise, and the fact that Ruanmei was there likely means that she might have been revived and maybe her body is unstable, and that's definitely gonna lead to a traumatic storyline about like existence, I feel. Especially if like this is just a Tingyun clone with like Aeon powers. because that's what Runmei tends to tinker with to the point of instability. I'm just the main thing is I am concerned, right? And like whatever story time that they decide to do for these new characters, whether it be Sunday, Tingyun, it's gonna be traumatic as hell. It's gonna be heart wrenching because they have loved doing those things as of recently. I feel even more than before. I feel like in this past few patches, the story writing got so much better and so much more emotional, and that caters to my desire for angst. However, even though I am mentioning these characters as the ones to be likely the new ones to be released within Stario, I also want to make a bold prediction. And I'm really hoping that during the next live stream for Honkai Stario, that we will get some new characters again being teased and revealed way before their time in order for us to be excited and hyped about, similarly to what they did during the Jade and Firefly banners. I believe it was then. I would if I recall correctly, at least it should be during that time, which I like again just to revive the hype and make sure that everybody else is up to date. Also, just I always love it when Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, those games, whenever they beat the leakers, it's always the best feeling in the world. So because it's things that nobody has seen, and therefore everyone is surprised, everyone is incredibly excited about, and I feel like it makes for announcements to feel that much more unique and enjoyable. Similarly, like we remember when we got Doctor Ratio for free, like I still feel like that was one of the best moments. That was one of the hypest moments. It was also the moment of Genshin Could Never, which was a terrible era. I'm not gonna lie, it caused a lot of war between just fandoms, but I do want to see them surprise us without people overreacting. That is something that they also need to be very mindful of whenever making the new announcement. Again, I don't think the new announcement is gonna be free 5-star, but I'm really hoping it is. Hey, these are upcoming 5-stars of Penacony or of Amphorius, wherever the hell we're going to next. I really don't remember the name. Alternatively, another character that I really want to see in Stariel has gotta be Stephen Lloyd. He's definitely one that has piqued my interest. And alternatively, there's also the fact that with the introduction of Rappa, I really hope that we get to learn more about Dr. Primitive. Because that guy absolutely annihilated Galaxy Rangers in the past. Like he he won by a landslide. So I want to know, first of all, what the hell's going on with him? Second of all, how the heck he is a member of the Genius Society and what did News see in him? And thirdly, I want to know what the Doctors of Chaos are up to, and his lore is related to them. So, it's going to be something that will be very intriguing and very interesting. Oh, and also, two things I want to add real quick before I somewhat wrap up this video. At some point, if we do more storylines of are on our way to Amphorius and yada yada yada, I hope that we get to pass next through Belobog and or through Herta Space Station, because that roster feels pretty empty. The main reason why I say pretty empty, at least the Herta Space Station one is dead. Like the Herta Space Station one is Herta, Asta, and Arlen as the 4-stars and Ruan Mei as the 5-star. We need more characters in that roster pronto. Uh, the reason why I mentioned Bellabok though is even though we have received a nice influx of Bellabog characters, I think, from what I remember. They're all 4 stars though. Like, we got Luca, I think that's the latest one. It's not a good. We haven't had a new. By the way, actually looking at it, I don't think we've had a new Bellabog character in all of the 2 point something. Well, no, all of 2 point something was just Xianzhou and Penacony. No, yeah, like we haven't had. I don't think we've had a new Bellabog character since Luca. Damn. Well, that being said, I do want to see more characters from Bellabog for more world building because Bellabog is one of my favorite places of all time, and we really need more standard 5-star characters for not standard 5-star characters, limited 5-star characters for Bellabog and Herta Space Station because there's only one in those regions. Yes, there are characters, there are other 5-stars in Bellabog like Japard and Bronya, but they're standard. We need limited ones, I feel, and I want to see more of the world. So yeah, this last part was a little bit all over the place. I'm not gonna lie because I kind of got lost in thought. But yeah, I want to see more of other areas. As much as I love being in the Xianzhou Lafu, and as much as I adored and loved being in Penacony, I want to go back to all these places again, just to revisit them, even if it is just for a singular patch. So yeah, at least these are my thoughts on what could potentially happen in the future. Again, that quadruple banner might be the reason why Hoyoverse feels a little bit comfortable with only releasing one new character this next patch. And also, by the way, something that I did forget to mention about quadruple banners, something that I was very, very happy for, has been the fact that in the quadruple banners they decided to, and I feel like in my personal opinion, this felt more like a double banner because it was either you go for Fei Xiao, and if you go for Fei Xiao, very likely you will be going for Robin as well because she is an amazing support for Fei Xiao, and vice versa. If you went for Kafka, who single-handedly enables damage over time teams, and you have the means to go for it, you might as well go for Black Swan, right? So it just felt like this was a nice way to do like a combo deal on people. It's like, hey, you can get like the core mechanic for this team, like the core character for this team, and if you want to spend a little more, you can get one of their best supports. I'm really intrigued to see what the sales for the 2.5 patch, at least in the first half, will be. But yeah, as a whole, I would like to know, what do you expect for the future of Stario? Do you believe that we were going to get another quadruple banner in the time being? Maybe, again, with the concept of the quadruple banner seems really good. So, just if you have any ideas as to what characters synergize too well together that they could potentially be paired up in a singular team, I would love to hear your guys' opinions. Definitely, in my brain, I am expecting Dr. Ratio and Adventuring to be released together. Other than that, I don't really know who else could actually be getting released soon. Like we have had so many banners as of recently that it's just like it's hard to actually for me to determine. But at least I want to see Adventuring and Dr. Ratio because those are the two that haven't gotten a rerun yet. I know Acheron hasn't gotten a rerun either, but at the same time, the reason why I don't mention her is because I do not know who else to pair her with other than Adventuring. So yes, that's essentially just my comments on that. Anyways, thank you for watching the entirety of this video. If you have reached up to this point, I would like to say real quick before I end up this video, thank you so much guys for helping us reach over 2,900 subscribers. It genuinely blows my mind away that we are soon on our way to 3,000 subscribers. And with that being said, if you enjoy the sort of content, discussions, just open conversations, definitely feel free to leave a sub. It's free, it only takes a second, and if at any point you feel like the quality of my content is dropping, you are more than welcome to unsubscribe. I know that this video felt a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit pressed on time and I didn't really know what to do, and I couldn't do one of my long form content videos, but I have them scripted now, so I am very excited for the next two videos that I have planned and that I'm properly structuring into actual paragraphs. So that's gonna be really, really cool. I cannot wait to share them with you guys. That being said, I just want to say real quick again, thank you so much for all the love, the support, all the kind words, all these interactions that we're having. It makes me very happy. So, yeah, I hope you'll have a great and wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time zone applies to you all. And I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Bye.